My name is Wounded Knee. I'm a California Miwok, and we're walking on a sacred site that is 3,500 years old, dating back to 1500 BC. GVRD wants to come and desecrate this site and build a parking lot and bathrooms on top of our ancestors and night lights and benches.
This is a sacred Indian burial ground. The community, the city, especially GVRD, they don't understand that. They want to build on it, and what we're saying as Indian people, that's not right. We're not going to put up with it.
My name's Morningstar Gali. I'm Achamawi Band of Pit River. I am here at Sogorea Te on day 38. We've been here participating in a spiritual encampment for the protection of this area. We got word that bulldozers were planning to come in on April 14th, and so we've been here since then holding them off. That if it wasn't for the fact that we were here, they would have come in and started to desecrate the area and started to bulldoze off the hills. They want to dig 7 to 10 feet and grade the hill. They want to put a parking lot and bathrooms, paved trails with lighting in and turn this into a park. We're here to say that this is not a recreational park, that this is a burial site, and that we're standing here together as California peoples. There's a number of young people here. There's a number of folks that have come from all over California area and beyond to come in and support and take a stand with us against the desecration of the ancestral site and the sacred burial area.
My ancestors are buried here, but my ancestors also came from here and were enslaved at Mission Dolores in San Francisco and in Mission San Jose and Fremont. One of the horrible things is that this place was that had been here for so many years, for thousands of years, was located on a 1909 map by a guy named Nels Nelson. He worked at UC Berkeley in the archaeology department, and he noticed that there was shell mounds all over the Bay Area. They ring the whole Bay Area, and at that time he knew that there was a lot of development happening, and so he quickly went around the Bay Area and was able to find 425 of the shell mounds. This is one of the very last shell mounds that actually you can stand on and feel land underneath us. We can have the earth underneath us. In 2005, we started shell mound walks because we realized that all of the shell mounds were being desecrated. We started here in Vallejo at Sogorea Te, and we walked down to San Jose and up the other side to San Francisco. And we stopped all along the way at these different places that were our shell mounds, and shell mounds are always burial places. There are village sites all over the place as well, but the shell mounds always have cremations and burials inside of them. As we stopped along the way, we stopped and we were in parking lots and we were in front of buildings and we were on top of streets, and it was always pavement underneath our feet when we were saying our prayers for our ancestors, to remind them that we still recognized who they were, and to bring recognition to the public that where they are, there's always been people here. That there has to be a place, a time where people say enough is enough.
It's never been contested that this whole area right here, this cove, was a sacred area. It was a trading space and a village site that a number of the tribal nations utilized. It was the Guapo, the Miwok, the southern Wintu, which is Patwin, and the Ohlone peoples all were in this area, gathered together in ceremony and in prayer. And so even coming up, taking the 20 minutes to drive up here and just to be here and have your presence here really makes a difference in showing that support of the people that have been here this whole time.
We're coming to a little creek that our ancestors went to drink from thousands and thousands of years ago. And now they want to come and cut the trees down. That means the creek will dry up. And where will all the species go to get their water to survive here on this earth?
it's 15 acres of land. It's not that much, but it's the last 15 acres of waterfront property. And I think that's what it comes down to, is that, you know, it becomes a piece of development for other people when they don't understand this.
The Bay Area here is prime real estate, and if Ohlone people were recognized federally, then they would have to be given a land base. And that does, you know, the state of California doesn't want to see that happen, and the U.S. government doesn't want to see that happen.
I ask people to come out here, but I also ask people to continue to write letters to both the Greater Vallejo Recreation District and their board of directors. I ask them to write to the city of Vallejo and the city council people, and to the Native American Heritage Commission in Sacramento, which we have not had contact with yet, and ask them to please set up a time for us to meet and not to desecrate this site.
I feel like as First Nations people, as Native people, that of course, you know, it's our duty to take a stand in solidarity with other people of color, and we're asking for that support in return. We're asking for folks to stand here with us as First Nations people and stand here and support that this is not just our ancestral remains that we're protecting. This is not just a fight for our future generations, but it's a fight for yours as well. It's a fight for all of us to be able to take a stand against the U.S. government, you know, against colonialism that is still being perpetrated to this day, you know, against us and against our people. And so we ask for your support. We ask for you to come in and stand with us in this struggle.